I kept Yellowstone in first position, but it needed to stay on course.
Dances with Wolves wasn't just a movie. It was a massive gamble that almost collapsed before it ever reached the screen. What audiences saw was a sweeping emotional masterpiece that revived the Western genre and dominated the Oscars. But behind that success was chaos, risk, and a production that nearly spiraled out of control. The story itself had humble beginnings. Screenwriter Michael Blake couldn't get his script noticed, facing rejection after rejection. It wasn't until Kevin Costner stepped in with one unusual condition that things changed. Costner believed in the story, but insisted Blake turn it into a novel first. That decision paid off, but only after Blake endured sleepless nights, writing in cars and garages, and surviving more than 30 publisher rejections before finally getting a deal. Even then, Hollywood wasn't convinced. Studios mocked the project, calling it Kevin's Gate, comparing it to past Western disasters. Costner didn't just ignore the critics, he doubled down. He invested his own money, gave up his salary, and even agreed to be personally responsible for any financial losses. It was a bold move that could have destroyed his career. Filming in South Dakota turned into a nightmare. Extreme weather, runaway, buffalo herds, and relentless 16-hour workdays pushed the cast and crew to their limits. In one unforgettable moment, a storm destroyed miles of fencing, sending an entire herd of buffalo scattering. Costner didn't delegate. He jumped on a horse himself and helped round them up. And then there were the unexpected details. Two different wolves played the iconic two socks. Hidden camera tricks destroyed expensive equipment, and even major continuity errors slipped into the final cut. Yet somehow, none of it mattered. When the film was finally screened, the audience sat in silence, then erupted into applause. But perhaps the most surprising revelation came from actress Mary McDonnell. The romance scenes, which felt so natural and respectful, were originally written to be far more explicit. McDonnell wasn't comfortable, and she spoke up. Costner listened, adjusted the scenes, and created something far more powerful. It's a reminder that sometimes restraint tells a better story than excess. Despite controversies, criticism, and behind-the-scenes chaos, Dances with Wolves became a cultural landmark. It earned over $400 million worldwide and took home 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, proving that sometimes the biggest risks lead to the greatest rewards. And maybe that's the real story here. Not just a film that beat the odds, but a reminder that believing in something, even when everyone doubts it, can change everything. For more untold stories like this, hit subscribe and join Hidden Stardom.